This is Bitterroot Lane. As you can see, it's paved all the way to the lot. The pavement actually ends right at our lot. And there's a gravel driveway that meanders down through the 3 1/4 acre property. This is the driveway, and as I said, it meanders through the property, which is some pretty nice second growth, some big firs and some big juniper. It was horse logged when this property was bought from Plum Creek in the early 90s and cleaned up and sold. This is a storage shed. There is no garage on the property, but that storage shed holds everything that we need. It's a 1961 Land Rover, and that includes a snowplow and a wood splitter on the back. Kind of one of a kind. And here's the driveway. Over there are the neighbors on another, I think they're on a 5 acre parcel. And there's the house. It's got a metal roof and a nice wraparound deck on 2 sides. There's looking out toward the lake. And there's a little bunkhouse. It is 12 by 16 and is really cool for young people, teenagers that like to have campouts, and they can stay out there. There's our old boat. And there's looking through the forest on the property. And what's kind of unique about this property, it has a big field. We use it for a volleyball court, but could be used for camping or just about anything you want. We're down here at the lake, and this is kind of on a little point on the west shore of Bitterroot Lake. A lot calmer than it is on the east side. We don't get the winds that buffet the shoreline, and we also don't get the afternoon sun. We get the morning sun in the summer through lunchtime, and then it's cool through the afternoon as the sun goes behind the trees. And that's, I don't remember, 100-foot dock, something like that. We had that because the water used to go out further, but they fixed the dam and now the water's good and high. Don't really need one that long, but it's kind of nice to have. Plenty deep for a boat or whatnot. There's 299 front feet. There's our fishing boat. There's a canoe and a swing in the foreground. You can see the bunkhouse in the back. And now we're looking back toward the driveway and up at the house. And there are a couple paths that kind of meander down here, and we have a fire pit, which is really nice for both the winter and the summertime. Kind of gather around the campfire. And this is looking back out at the lake. This is Plum Creek property, as I mentioned, so the shoreline hasn't been picked over and cleaned up over the past 100 years. It's pretty primitive, just the way it was when Plum Creek had it, since that was only sold off in the late 80s and early 90s. Now we're on the northeast corner of the property. A little bit of an overcast day, so not as sunny as it is most of the summer. Looking back toward the fire pit. And of course up to the house. And that blue tarp is where the wood pile is. We have a wood stove, so we heat with that most of the winter. There's a gas forced air furnace, obviously, and so we use that to keep the house warm. And this is the property. Those are the neighbors over there. But our property goes all the way just about as far as you can see here. So a good buffer between us and the neighbors. I think that neighboring property sold for about $1.4 million, $1.5 million several years ago. This is the view from the front porch. We've left almost all the trees intact just because we like privacy. But as far as we can see is our property, so got a beam in the way. And we have the front porch. This is the dining room and the kitchen. Originally we designed it so we could put an island in there where that dough table is, and a little prep sink and some more counter space, but we didn't really need it, so we didn't do that even though we have the plans to do that. And there's the closet with the washer and dryer, looking back to the main floor bathroom, and the sitting area where we spend an awful lot of time, especially in the winter. And a table where my wife and her father do jigsaw puzzles. This is the guest bedroom on the main floor, and view out there, and nice comfortable little room. And then right next door is the main floor bathroom. So this is the main floor bathroom, 2 sinks, and a pretty good sized room, shower, and open linen closet, and that also goes through to the main bedroom. This is the master bedroom, and looking out toward the meadow. And I have a little desk and a sitting chair there, and look up, it's got vaulted ceilings, and all the beams in here are cosmetic, they're not structural, but they are nice big fat beams, double cone dried fir from Oregon. And then if you look through here, there's a closet on both sides there. That's my little man closet, and then another closet on the other side. This is a second floor great room, and we've used it as mainly a rec room for the kids, although it could be a nice TV room or family room, whatever. It's got high vaulted ceilings, and plenty of room, even enough room to put in another bedroom if you ever wanted to. And there's looking out toward the lake, and there's a ladder that goes up to a kind of whimsical room up there that's a kids library. No adults allowed up there. And then you look back over to my little study. This is where I take work when I come up to the cabin. And this is the second floor bedroom. I have a bunk bed there. It's got 9-foot ceilings with beams again. And look out to the lake, the trees. And another twin bed. And then there's a little room here. We call it the Hobbit room. It's a little pint-sized room for kids. It's actually pretty cozy in there. So especially if we have families visiting with small kids, it's kind of a nice place for them to stay. Well, that's it. That's just a brief overview of our cabin. It's about a little over 3,000 square feet, built in 2004. Has wide plank softwood floors, several coats of spar varnish, so very durable. Kind of our objective up here is that we'd be able to come up here and live and play and bring groups up, and it wouldn't show a lot of wear and tear on the house, and it's been very good on that front. So look forward to talking to you and see if you have any questions. Thank you.